The man first stuffed his mouth with bread and then stepped hard on the gas toward the police car parked in front of him. He crashed into it directly. The two officers were very angry, but he was not afraid at all. He was also a police officer, and his rank was higher than theirs, so he blamed them for parking the car on the roadside. The two officers had no choice and apologized. In this way, the man replaced his windshield smoothly. In fact, his windshield was damaged because he had hit and killed a man with his car the night before. He did not expect that when he returned to the station, an emergency meeting started suddenly. Interpol asked them to help arrest a drug dealer. When the man saw the photo, he realized the dealer was the person he had killed. He regretted it deeply. If he had called the police, he might have been promoted. Now he could only pretend he knew nothing. The police soon launched the operation. Everyone was preparing, but he believed the dealer was not there. When the order was given, all the officers rushed into the room. There was no one inside. The man wandered in the yard and saw the same dog from that night. He felt something was wrong and chased it. After he passed through an iron gate, he was shocked. It was the crash site, and the tire marks were still on the ground. As he thought about how to handle the marks, he saw a police car driving toward him. He panicked and pretended to kick a stone. When the officer parked, he walked up to ask questions. The officer said someone had witnessed the crash and saw the body being put in the trunk and taken away. The man tried to get information about the caller, but the caller had used a public phone and never showed up. Then his co-workers arrived. The captain was about to confirm the progress when another officer suddenly found a camera above them. The man panicked and tried to take over the task of retrieving the footage, but because of his earlier performance, the captain refused. He soon found another idea and used delivering late-night food as an excuse to go to the monitoring room. Luckily, the camera captured only a blind spot. It had been raining and foggy that night, so they only knew it was a black car and could not see the plate. The man thought that if he cleaned the plate, he might not be found. Then a strange call came. The caller said he had seen the drug dealer. The man was scared and hung up immediately. The caller then called his mobile phone again. He even called him a murderer and warned that he would call the police if he hung up again. The man realized the caller must be nearby and looked around while talking. He soon saw a man in white standing near the public phone. When the man in white was about to get in his car, the man chased him on a motorcycle. The man in white did not run. He even stopped on purpose and waited for him. After circling once, the man in white returned to the police station. Before the man could react, the man in white punched him. The captain arrived just in time. Surprisingly, the man in white was sent by higher-ups to assist in catching the drug dealer. He said it was because the man looked like the murderer he was searching for. Later, the man went to the restroom to find his superior. He did not expect the superior to tell him to hand over the dealer's body. The man still refused to admit anything. Then the superior touched his buttocks. The man could not accept it, and they fought again. The man soon realized he was not the superior's match. He locked the door and prepared to escape over the wall, but the superior kicked the door open and wrapped a hose around the man's neck. He poured water into his mouth until the man agreed to hand over the body. When the man dug up the dealer's body, he made a shocking discovery. There were 2 gunshot wounds on the dealer's chest. This meant he had already been dead before the car hit him. At the same time, the man realized the dealer's death must be connected to his superior.